Boom!
Man, the goal in New Element Fitness is all about confidence and how to grow yours.
Have you ever gone to do the bench and just not hit your goal and you feel absolutely horrible about yourself? Well, there's probably a couple of reasons why your bench isn't improving. In this video, we're going to give you 5 tips that are going to help you improve your bench.
Alright, so the first tip is maybe you're just not setting yourself up on the bench properly. What we mean by this is when you're lying down on the bench, maybe your shoulders are protracted a little bit and you're just throwing a whole load of shoulder into the movement. What you want to do is you want to make sure you bring your shoulder blades back, retract them, so your chest pops out and you're just using pure chest for that movement.
That's right, man, because if you look at your shoulders and you look at your chest is a much bigger muscle than your shoulders.
That's right, man.
So if you're pressing with smaller muscle, you're going to press smaller weight. Yeah, if you press with bigger muscle, you're going to have a bigger bench. So reason number 2 that your bench isn't improving and you're not getting stronger is that you don't train your back heavily and properly.
That's right, man, because there's 3 phases of each lift. There's an elastic phase, an amortization phase and a concentric phase. And they're all very important, which Niall's about to explain.
That's right, man. So the elastic energy is the build-up of energy. That's when you're bringing the bar down to your chest. The amortization phase is the moment where you're bringing that elastic energy and transferring it into the press, which is called the concentric phase, or concentric energy.
So the bigger the muscles are in your back, the more elastic energy you can store in there, and the bigger the press you can get on your bench. Isn't that right, man?
That is right, man. Yeah, man, so because the bigger muscle, obviously the bigger the muscle, the more energy you can store within inside it. And the more energy it stores, man, then the more you can transfer into the press. And that brings us on to step number 3, man, is that you just don't understand the exercise properly.
That's correct, man. Because the bench isn't just about the chest. You've got the chest, you've got the shoulders, you've got the back. It's a whole body movement, man.
That's it, man. Even the legs to stabilize yourself.
Everything's working, man. It's fucking compound lift, man.
So when you're thinking about doing the bench, don't just think in your head you're pressing with your chest. You're using your triceps, using your shoulders. You have to stabilize your body with your feet. Even your head is a contact point on the bench. You don't lift your head up and down. That's wasted energy. Even you see people, man, just kind of shuffling their feet around. That's losing energy. You need to learn all these things.
You need to get yourself a firm base with your feet. Just plant them into the ground. Make sure you're nice and steady before you lift out. Because otherwise, you're just, as Niall said, you're just going to be losing energy left, right, and centre, and you're going to lose the bench.
That brings us on to step number 4, man.
All right. So step number 4. You just don't go into the bench with the right mentality.
That's it, man. Do you ever just go out on the weekends and you just have like a relaxing day or something just goes on in your life and you're just kind of thinking about that and you go in to do a bench and you're just tired, your mind is elsewhere. That just doesn't do you well, man.
No, man, it doesn't. And we've gone into workouts, like we've come, Monday's our chest day and we've come in some Mondays and we've like, oh shit, you know, we've got to hit X amount of weight on the bench and we're just not able.
There's a thing in exercise psychology called the switch, man. And that's basically like how you can go into a state that you're normally in throughout your daily activities and then just switch. So I mean, like just put all your focus, everything else in your life you forget about, and you just put your sole focus on doing a lift like a squat or a bench or deadlift. If you watch any of these videos and you see people kind of like cycling themselves up, that's like turning on the switch almost, man.
Exactly, that's all they're doing, is just turning that switch on, man.
So you need to be in the right space of mind before you go into a bench.
Alright, so 5th and final tip is you're just not changing up them rep ranges, man. What we do is sometimes we go real heavy, we'll go down the reps to maybe 2-3 reps and we'll push that for a couple of weeks. Then we'll jack it up to 12 reps and work our way back down again. We just keep on changing it, keep the body guessing and stuff, you know. And yeah, keep it fresh.
So those are our 5 tips on how you can improve your bench and get that chest popping. I'm Niall.
I'm Ken.
We're New Element Fitness. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new.
If you're already subscribed, sure we love you anyway.
And that's right, man.
That's right.
Don't forget to subscribe. New Element Fitness. Oh, and we got into our gym, by the way.
We did get into our gym.
And we're going to show you a bit more about that gym in the coming days or weeks.
Days or weeks.
Peace.